The next difference we're going to be looking at here is that lust thinks about the now, but love thinks about the future. A lot of times we've seen cases where a young guy or a young lady, they just want what they can get from a relationship right now. They don't care about tomorrow. They don't care about the future. But I've always counseled young men and women. I say relationship is not about what you feel now. Relationship is about the future. You don't want to get into a relationship now and a few years down the line, you cannot boast of that relationship again. Yeah, you heard me right. So on the basis of this, you've got to be very, very mindful. If you are in a relationship where what your partner thinks about is now, what they want to get now, what they want to do now, and you guys have never planned what will happen in the future, then that relationship is driven by lust. Love, beloved, you've got to understand this. It thinks about the future. It focuses on the future. It talks about the future. It plans for the future. It's not bothered about the now. It's not driven by what is happening now. Lust is parasitic in nature, but love is for mutual benefit. Lust is parasitic in nature. How does parasites, how do they exist? They always look for a host that will benefit them. And that benefit brings destruction to their host. But parasites don't care because all they think about is themselves. But love thinks about the other person. This is the kind of love that actually sustains marriage. Lust has no conscience, but love has conscience. That's another difference. I didn't write that here, but that's another difference that just came in now. So you've got to watch out for this. Lust is parasitic in nature. It treats their partner as a host. So it's all about what they want to get from that partner. But love thinks about themselves and think about the others. Mostly, love puts the others before themselves. This is how it goes. So you must watch out for this character trait. When you are in a relationship where you are the only one making the sacrifice, your partner is not willing to make any sacrifice, neither for you, neither for the relationship. You are just the only one making the sacrifice. You're just the only one making the sacrifice, and you're hoping that it's going to work. Listen carefully. It's not going to work. At the end of the day, you're going to be left high and dry. Now, the next one here is that lust is pure fantasy, but love is reality. Fantasy in the sense that you see some people today who just fantasize about a particular lifestyle that they should have. They've learned some of these things from some of these Hollywood movies, some of these fantasy novels. Some of those things are not real. So you've got to wake up and smell the coffee. If you're in a relationship where it's all about fantasy, you are just dreaming, building skyscrapers in the air, you've got to wake up. Face reality. Love is all about reality. And in a relationship with somebody, you ask yourself, do I really want to be with this person for the rest of my life? There are certain young men today, certain young ladies who are not willing to be truthful to themselves in this regard. They just say, okay, let me just hang in here. Let me just be in this relationship for a while. Let me just hang in here for a while. Let's just see how it goes. But guess what? At the end of the day, what happens? They get disappointed. True love focus on reality. And this is where you sit down and ask yourself, this relationship, where is it going to? Where is it going to end? And then as you ask yourself this question, you are facing reality. And if you are truthful to yourself, you will know if there is a road there or not. The next one here is that lust thinks about immediate gratification, but love thinks about lifetime accomplishment. This is something else. You get the point now? For lust is all about immediate gratification, what they want to get right now. They are not willing to make any form of commitment. But true love thinks about lifetime accomplishment. And guess what? Lifetime accomplishment, it only happens when there is a willingness to take responsibility, when there is a willingness to make commitments. That is what true love is all about. Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. My name is Franklin from Couples Talk, and still on the series, the difference between love and lust, or lust and love. I believe very strongly you've seen the other videos. If you've not seen those videos, I want to encourage you to go and check those videos. To go a long way to help you. So today we're going to continue from where we stopped, and we're looking at the differences between lust and love. Now, the next difference we're going to be looking at here is that lust is impatient, but love is patient. That moment when you are in a relationship where there is this tendency of making hasty decision about their partner, that's lust at work. Lust is not patient at all. Lust is not patient with their partner. Lust always wants what it wants now. But love is willing to be patient for a while. Love is willing to be patient, to observe, is willing not to make hasty decisions. This is how true love works. Another difference between lust and love is that lust never forgives, but true love forgives. That's how it goes. Lust finds it very difficult to forgive. But lust get pained, but at the end of the day, love lets go. But lust never does that. Lust will go at any length to want to, punish you or treat you in a certain way where you feel terrible. But love, at the end of the day, it forgives. That's true love. Another difference again is that lust, this one is very, very dicey. Most people do not understand the depth, the magnitude of why we share these things. It helps a great deal to stop people from making mistakes. You get the point now? So the next difference here, and I want you to pay very close attention. Lust is abusive, but love is considerate. You heard me right. There are many people who are in an abusive relationship and they call it love. Make no mistakes about it. That relationship is already being built on the foundation of lust. Any relationship where you are being abused, the young man will lay his hands on you. The young lady will lay his hands on the young man. That is complete lust. There is nothing you are going to say. See, no matter how you try to paint it, you've got to face reality. That's the truth. And this is the reality many people are not willing to face. There are people with all manner of mindset now. They say things like a relationship where both of you are not aggressive and abusive, that's not a proper relationship, that are abusive relationship to a great extent, it brings people together. Come on, who said that? Abusive relationship does not bring people together. It only tears them apart, and in most cases destroys lives and corrupts the younger generation. Come out from such relationships. You get the point now? Lust abuses the other's right. Love abuses the other's right, but love does not. Love considers. Love is considerate. And finally, lust is selfish. Lust only thinks about himself. Lust only thinks about herself. But love is selfless. So I believe that with some of these few things that we have shared here, I believe very strongly that you have gotten value from this very series. I want to encourage every one of you to listen to this again and again. Share with your friends and families, because I believe strongly that this will go a very long way to help them. So that'll be all for this very series. I hope to speak to you again. Remember, if you have questions, send us an email and we'll be glad to reply your email. And if any point has resonated with you, drop us a comment. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you think. We'll be happy to interact with you. So that'll be all for this very video. I'll speak to you next time. Until then, remain blessed. God bless you.